And just like that, we're back again with yet another update on Hbar. Shout out to the Hbar family. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Hbar right now. So looking across the board right now, we have seen an amazing green day as we started off Monday. Bitcoin broke out, and I make updates on Hbar on a single daily basis, and I'm sure you guys know about that. And if you've been following and listening very closely about what we've been discussing about Hbar and what we should be looking at for BTC, that actually did end up happening today. So not a big surprise to anyone on the Crypto ZX channel, I'm sure. But if you're looking across the board, Hbar is up about 5.1%, pretty much balancing itself up with the broader market. Looking at the price, 17.75 cents, also up 1.6% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap at $7.5 billion. And the 24-hour trading volume is at about 125 million. Of course, in the grand scheme of things, the 24-hour trading volume is still quite low as to where we would want the dominance to be at. The 24-hour trading volume to be at, but baby steps, as I've stated to you guys before. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So as far as the dominance index is concerned, we're sitting at about 64.6%. Over the course of the last, I would say, few hours, we did see a little bit of a cool off for the dominance, as we can see for ourselves, and I think that really gave altcoins a little bit more of a push. But I've said this 1,000 times on my channel. Just put this into perspective. Let's say we were at the levels on May 15th for the dominance. Imagine what would have happened for altcoins. I think altcoins would have been more higher compared to where they are currently. So again, this is why we don't want to be neglecting the dominance, and I cannot stress this enough. But looking at BTC, if you guys want a little bit of a reminder as to what's happening with BTC since last night, pretty much Bitcoin has seen extensive breakout. And if you want to put this into perspective, we're talking about a 5% increase for BTC, which again is quite a large jump. And we did come up to almost $111,000, and we obviously got rejected at that range. A little bit of a correction, which is quite healthy. We're being supported by the previous all-time high, which was at the beginning of this year. That exact same all-time high is playing as a level of support, literally right at that neckline. That's exactly where we're being supported by. But I am expecting a new all-time high for BTC, or first obviously for us to retest the new all-time high that we set for ourselves back in May, and then obviously breaking towards price discovery mode, which is of course what a lot of people want to see. And that itself is literally just a 2.4% move for BTC to get back into price discovery mode and start heading towards a newer all-time high. So with that said, if you're looking at Hbar, obviously Hbar's price still within the 78.6 fib zone. And anyone that wants clarity on why we're not in the 61.8, like I said, it goes unsaid. I've pointed that out thousands of times, and this is literally that. The dominance is something that we don't want to be really overlooking, and that is a reason why we're not in the 61.8 this time around compared to when we were, as Bitcoin was breaking towards all-time highs just last month. So one step at a time. Obviously, as you can see this for yourself, we are coming across that key resistance. And after this key resistance, we do have a little bit more choppy levels around the 18.7 cents. But pretty much after that, we are clear to get back up to that 20 cents, which again is a psychological price point. If you want to put that into perspective, the 20 cents price point itself is about a 12.95, so 13% increase from where we currently are. And pretty much after breaking out of this key resistance, that is the target that I'm aiming for. And pretty much after that, we will be retesting May levels. And after that, obviously, things could really start getting excited. And we need to consider the dominance right now. Imagine making these gradual increases with the way the dominance is looking and this amount of strength it's showing. That itself is quite impressive. And what now I'm starting to look for altcoins. Let's say dominance doesn't show any signs of cooling off. I personally think the higher the altcoins get before the dominance starts falling off, the better it is, because we have seen how fast money flows into the market. Look at it for yourself. From November, in just a matter of a few weeks, you did see Hbar making some crazy moves. And I think if we're able to be making our way back into the 61.8, preferably around the 27 cents, and then you start seeing dominance cooling off, I think we could really start pushing up towards the 23.6 and onwards, which would be very exciting. But we have to take it one step at a time. This is just my own personal opinion. Let me know down below what you guys think. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.